my feet in this end zone. No one can STOP. Can I make a scene like a movie? Feeling big, keep it juicy before we start getting unruly. I've been hooping like a hoolie, keep it cool.
It's week 5 of the 2028 season. He got his reps in a week ago, over 400 yards through the air. It's the Pats and the Browns, and it's all up next on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Today we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Cleveland Browns and the New England Patriots. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Patriots team entering play. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for the Browns here, they were losers their last time out. They're going to try to get back in the win column, but obviously they're going to have to do that in a hostile environment.
And sometimes it actually works to your advantage. Now you've got to band together your team, the us against the world mentality. Let's see if they can use it and get a victory.
The first quarter of the season already in the rear-view mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. Leading the charge will be their quarterback, always fun to watch, Deshaun Watson.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sunk them last week resolves itself this time around.
And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down. A check on the numbers for Chubb from a week ago. Pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
That's out to Chubb, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50.
Holding, offense.
Jedrick Wills, former first-round pick, guilty there. Now they face a second and long following the holding penalty. They go up the middle with Chubb, and he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20. I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Back to throw, Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. But man, his first throw, that nearly went the other way. Instead, it's 4th down.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. Jones and the Pats now with a 1st and 10 at the 34. Throwing Jones. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now. Straight ahead, Gibson. And he'll be stopped at about the 38 after a pickup of 4. It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. Now Jones. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass treat in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they built that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
The numbers for Smith-Schuster in that game last week. 5 catches, 113 yards.
And they've gone to him early in this one. I sense a theme, one that I expect to continue throughout this contest.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jones. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want their body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. The Patriots at 3-1 here through their first 4 games. And they're hitting their stride of late, winners of 3 of their last 4.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. They'll send a receiver in motion left. They'll run with Gibson. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Tyler Lockett, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Patriots are on the board first here this afternoon. Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football. All right, when you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goal. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. But I think Brown was able to recover, and they'll indeed hold on to the ball here. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll make it 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least it'll be 4th down. 4th down, so Jake Camarda is out there. Now it's Lockett. A nice run back there off the good punt. It's a 16-yard return. And the Patriots take over. So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive. Just 2 series in here, Charles, but everything's gone to script so far. They got a touchdown on their first drive. Their defense holds, and now they've got a chance to take a 2-score lead.
And to co-sign with you, exactly the start they scripted up. And really, that kind of start, that can set the tone for the game for them.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
We know he has a lot of confidence. Fortunate it wasn't picked off.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Off the play fake. Jones steps away. Throw left side complete. That's Cooper. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And some space here. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter from Foxborough. Patriots with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And they'll send the slot in motion left. On 2nd and 7, Jones toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. On 2nd and 7, Jones. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Patriots have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Well, this has been a flawless start for them. They score, they get the stop, and they score again, Charles.
Complimentary football at its finest. You just mentioned how they got it done. They scored. The defense got the ball back for them. They score again. That's the way you win ball games.
Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Cleveland offense making their way out. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And they get him down, but not
Actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
They run again on first down, Chubb. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Watson. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. Touchdown, Browns. Amari Cooper, 58 yards. And the Browns are back within a score. Extra point by York is up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. New England trying to get a place on offense. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pinned in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence because every drive has a life of its own. I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense. Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. A quick pass out to Juju. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
And he will have a Patriots first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up 3rd downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I'll guarantee you, it started in the offseason. 3rd down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
On first down, right back to Gibson. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brandon, that's what you call being manhandled at the point of attack, and I know the offensive line gets a lot of blame for that one, but occasionally the defense just knows what you're going to do. Maybe they scouted it perfectly, maybe someone tipped it off, but on that play, it had no chance.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. To throw on 3rd down, Jones. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
The kick by Elliott is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. Well, I don't know if you ever go into a game expecting to attempt a kick of 62 yards. Charles, not only attempted, but make it one of the longest kicks that we've ever seen.
Yeah, I'm not sure you ever go into a game expecting to kick one of this distance, but all the better kickers, they do dream of it. And they show what they can do in practice and convince their coaches to give them a chance. That one surely paid off.
Getting set to go again, we get a look at Amari Cooper as he heads back out there now. Well, September sure treated him kindly. Now we flip over to October. Any reason to think that those numbers drop, or can he keep the pace up?
Well, he can keep the pace up, but it's going to get a lot more difficult now. To me, it's a lot like baseball. All right, when guys, when they first hit the league, whether it's a pitcher or a hitter, and they go through the league the first time and they're hot, you're going, wow, what a phenom. Then they get tape on them, they get scouting reports, they start to do different things. Let's see if he's going to adapt and expand his game in order to keep up that type of production.
That's a good call because he's a known entity. See how they defend him going forward. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll be taken down at about the 45.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. From the 45 on second down, Watson. They set up the screen to Chubb. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
But give them credit for a good read right there, because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. He was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be second down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Throwing again on second down. Watson, and he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Watson now to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Patriots with the football here late in this first half. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. Now Jones throwing on 1st down. Open man, the tight end Henry. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Over the middle, it's complete. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Back to throw. Jones. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And the Browns will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
Going out wide, finds Chubb. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. The final shot before the break, Watson. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And he backs the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in just a bit. But first, let's get everybody caught up with what's going on around the NFL here in Week 5. We'll get started down at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. And it's the Dolphins who have the lead in that one. Jalen Waddle, a touchdown reception. Next, we'll stay right here in the Sunshine State. Head up to Tampa to check on the Bucs. And they've got the lead in that one over the visiting Atlanta Falcons. Chris Godwin, over 100 yards receiving and a touchdown catch as well. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they trail the visiting Buffalo Bills in that ball game. The Bills still in a dogfight, but this would be a good victory for them if they could get it. On to a look at the next-gen stats for the Browns in that first half. And despite the fact that they're down on the scoreboard, they were able to have some success throwing the football in that opening half.
Message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the third quarter. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. And the half will begin with a touchback. So here are the Patriots to take over. They were winners over the Dolphins last week. They are on top right now as well as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Shotgun handoff to Gibson. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Well, one thing we certainly know, he likes to take those risks deep downfield during games, coverage or not. The coverage was there on that one. No catch, but he's also fortunate. No turnover either.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Jones. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Jones now to throw on 3rd down.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Ambry Thomas. And the Browns.
Defense was hoping for an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
After the interception, here's Watson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. From the 4, this is 2nd down and 1. They give the Chubb out of the gun. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal. So they'll let the fullback try and take him home. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Watson going to try and run it.
And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Deshaun Watson with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year.
And the Browns take advantage of the short field and finish it off with a quick touchdown. So a strong drive here to lead off this 3rd quarter. That has them an extra point away from tying things up.
And, partner, this is pretty much what they envisioned when they were sitting there in the locker room thinking about getting things going to start here in the 3rd quarter. Getting out there, a field goal would have been fine. But going ahead and scoring here, extra point away from tying things up, that's exactly how they drew it up on the board.
Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Patriots. The interception on the last drive proved costly, led to the tying score, so 17 all as they come up on a 1st down. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Jones. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Jones. Looking left side. It's complete. He's got it. And he will have a Patriots 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the 1st.
Oh, and Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up, place the ball, so they can snap it and get back to work.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. To throw is Watson. And that is incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Returnable for Lockett. A good return there, 17 yards.
And they will take over 1st and 10. New England's offense set to go.
And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do.
going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League. Back now in Foxborough. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. 18 big yards on that one, and a New England first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw into the hands of Henry here. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
And there's a good opportunity to just want to ride there, a drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. 7th play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8.
Makes it 3rd and 8.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And they're going to get him down shy of the first at about the 13-yard line. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards. The kick by Elliott is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field. It took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end Njoku. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big pickup of 38.
Well, this is where an offense needs to show what it's made of. And in fact, where a quarterback needs to show what he's made of. Trying to engineer a 4th quarter comeback. And he hits a big one right there.
Up the middle, it's Chubb. They find some open field here. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 59 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Watson. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
But plain and simple, that's the 2nd time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
And was this game announced as a night game prior to it? Maybe his rhythm is just off. He's got thrown off. He's got the
touchdown from 13 yards out. And the Browns have taken a 4th quarter lead. This has definitely been a back-and-forth affair, and now they have the lead here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, and they gave up the field goal on that last drive, as we remember, but it felt like their offense told them, don't worry about it. We got your backs. We'll come back with a touchdown of our own, and they did.
Extra point by York is up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he will not bring it out. He'll just go down to a knee here for a touchback. And the ball will come out to the 25. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. And he's going to have a Patriots first down as he's got this up to the 35-yard line.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
And the Browns' pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up second.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They try to get it all back on that.
And he can't escape, and down he goes. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up fourth. The Patriots send out their punter, standing just outside his own goal line. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. And now the Browns coming out on the field. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. An opening for Chubb on first down as he dashes forward for about 7. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. From the 27, Watson. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Patriots are going to take possession of the football. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Jones throwing to start the drive. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. Looking to throw. Jones. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
Going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And running room scarce here. He's going to be... at the line of scrimmage. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Here's Jones. And he will find his man on the outside. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now 1 yard to go on third down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. To throw is Jones. And right side, Henry's got it. And the Patriots are going to have a first and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll run with Strong.
And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
I know a lot of people won't like the draw called in that situation, but every now and then that pops big. In this case, it didn't happen.
One more time with Strong. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow, wow.
What an outstanding drive right there to take the lead, and also, Charles, didn't leave their opposition with a whole lot of time on the clock.
Yeah, I like the way that you're viewing this because they did a tremendous job to put themselves in a position to win, but they can't celebrate just yet. They've got to clamp down on any big plays and force them to use up those timeouts without making any headway.
Elliott good with a PAT. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
So now it's Watson and the Browns. Down 27-24, 25 seconds remaining. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. Here's Watson. On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. Picked off by Andre Sisco. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. And he's got it. And he's brought down. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away.
They'll run with Gibson.
And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
Elliott good on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Browns drive about to get started. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here.
A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. I'd like to be those defensive coaches, though. That wasn't a blast for them at all. And let's face it, they all game plan, they all scout, they all think they're prepared. But executing and stopping teams, that's another matter entirely.
So for New England, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll try to make amends next week as they host the New Orleans Saints.